Hello and welcome to AITPM News. And in this week's episode we hear that green infrastructure can make money, this time for sure another plan for Sydney, drivers take less care at rail crossings, ARRB describes it as one of the most momentous days in its history, and making the most from the Commonwealth Games. The beauty of trees cannot be denied, but they have long been seen as a road safety hazard when they are located beside a road. But now there is a report that sees green infrastructure in cities not only as creating a pleasant environment, but also having specific financial and transport benefits. The report by consulting firm AITPM is titled Green Infrastructure, a Vital Step to Brilliant Australian Cities. AITPM member Richard Hanslip has reviewed the document.
It's not just that it would encourage a better climate where it's hot to walk, which is also good for your health, but it actually does have other benefits, which include improved health through cardiometabolic and mental well-being, lower temperatures, lower carbon emissions into the air, decreased stormwater runoff, higher property prices, although that's not necessarily desirable in the current climate. Excuse the pun.
The depth of the report was impressive.
I was pleasantly surprised and impressed by the report. I was aware that there's work being done in this, but not that it had gone to such a detailed extent. And the fact that there are now models which are available which allow this assessment to be done in the strategic planning part of project evaluation so early on, so you can actually put these into the wider economic benefits of the general cost-benefit analysis which are done for projects. So I think the process and the fact it seems to be something which has only recently been picked up and taken up by authorities is, I think, innovation and was a surprise to me.
A link to the report is available on our website, and the November issue of the AITPM newsletter will have a more detailed article. The Greater Sydney Commission has just released a report on a plan for Sydney for the next 40 years. The keystone announcement is that there will be 3 connected city centres, the existing CBD, one centred on Parramatta and one centred on Penrith. Promoting multiple city centres is a very good idea, as is linking them with effective cross-regional transport systems. The desire is to have access to most activities for most people within 30 minutes of travel. There is a role our profession must play to foster further understanding, including city and regional centres have to go beyond just housing and transport. The success of the plan will depend on everything from parks and recreation to arts funding. Even with 3 large city centres, the majority of jobs will still be spread at other locations throughout the metropolitan region. Managing and encouraging active local transport is a huge issue that must be an initial part of any plan. A public consultation period needs to be more than expressing creative ideas about broad transport. It has to instill key issues of embracing the whole-of-journey approach, what it looks like when it's working, and how that affects people. Links to the draft plan and a video is available on our website. Fairfax Media has reported that the Queensland University of Technology's Centre for Accident Research and Road Safety has identified that Queensland drivers are taking much less care when approaching rail crossings rather than in normal traffic. Motorist reactions were compared when approaching railway crossings and normal traffic intersections. The results showed that drivers were preparing to stop 75 metres before road intersections, but only 30 metres before a level crossing without lights or boom gates. Train-activated warning signals means that special attention is drawn to the crossing only when there is a train. There's been a view for a long time that locals who are familiar with a level crossing where train services might be infrequent may become complacent. New Zealand will be experimenting with a vehicle-activated warning system so that the danger of a crossing is emphasised every time the vehicle approaches it. The Australian Road Research Board has an extensive expertise in developing and operating smart technology to assess road pavement performance. but now they have sold the equipment assembly and software development components of that business to South African built environment solutions company V&A Group. A new business named Automated Road Rehabilitation Business Systems Proprietary Limited, operating in Australia and New Zealand, has been created, to which V&A Group is the parent company. ARRB will be the exclusive distributors of the new company's products and services in Australia. The sale also includes the ARRB United States operation and the operational plant and equipment in the US. AITPM is currently seeking further information from ARRB about its role in product development, commercialising research activities, and possible opportunities for private companies to use this equipment to support state road authority needs. Queensland has finished the 8.2 kilometre Coomera to Helensvale rail duplication. This $163 million project is considered an important improvement, especially for the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Transport planners hope that transport improvements that are implemented for major sporting events will have a lasting legacy for the community. The long-term benefits from the Sydney Olympics have yet to be realised to their full extent. Queensland Transport Minister Jackie Trad says trains will run between Brisbane and the Gold Coast every 10 minutes during the Games. Currently they run every 30 minutes. The value of short headways is a message that is hoped will go beyond the Games. In further developments, the first stage of the Helensvale bus interchange upgrade is underway, which will link customers to Stage 2 of the Gold Coast Light Rail when it opens early next year. But the government is under pressure to ensure that new train carriages will be delivered and operational in time for the Games.